from outside. Vishaya vinivartante. Vinivartante means controlled. Vishaya vinivartante. Niraharasya dehina. Although externally we are not engaging, but internally mind, senses are thinking about the sense objects. It means, okay, you don't want to eat, but your tongue says, somewhere in the corner of the mind, it says, Arey, just think about it. Just aswad karo. Just taste it. Smell about it. Smell that food. Especially on Upavas time, Upavas, fasting time, people, externally they avoid eating food, but they think about food. Arey, आज राइस खाते तो कितना अच्छा होता था राइस. We are not having a gulab jamun, but we are thinking about gulab jamun. Have you seen this advertisement? I think there is one chocolate. Laddu kavala naina. Do you want one more chocolate? So they have this advertisement. The small boy is thinking about chocolate. Just one pop-up comes from mind in the cloud. When the cloud comes, in the cloud he's thinking about it. Yes, I want it. So this is what Krishna says here. Vishaya vinivartante. From externally we may avoid sense enjoyment, but niraharasya dehina. Internally we wanted to enjoy. So try to understand, devotees. Many times in our life, we wanted to avoid something, but internally we cannot avoid. It's very, very too addicted. Somebody who had a habit of smoking, he may stop 1 week, he may stop for 1 month, but mind is thinking about that habit, smoking. Similarly, somebody who is drug addict, constantly drinking alcohol, he may stop artificially. If you go to rehabilitation centers, they may stop it, for 1 week, 1 month, but he is constantly thinking about alcohol. So we take New Year resolutions. Not only New Year resolutions, every day we plan to do something, right? But really it doesn't. Externally we may stop, but internally it is keep going on. But we should be strict with our plan, just like tortoise. We should be strict with our plan. Krishna says in Gita, another shloka, another place, Apuryamanam achalam pratishtam samudramapa api varga sarga. It says, just like in the ocean, waves are coming. They keep coming. The waves keep coming. They never stop. Similarly, in the mind, the desires comes up. The desire to enjoy keeps coming. But we no need to address it. Just like ocean, there are multiple waves, they keep coming. But just because waves are keep coming, ocean occupancy doesn't increase. Ocean occupancy doesn't increase. I have a literal experience in Juhu beach, in Visakhapatnam beach. The boundaries are very clear, that much only ocean. Just because waves are more, ocean doesn't increase its size. Ocean doesn't get decreased. So we may have taken some plan. Yes, I will not eat. Okay, I will not drink. But in the mind, the desire to enjoy, it may keep coming. But we no need to address it. We no need to address it. So either, if you see carefully, Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya aharasya dehina. Here ahara means not just only food. For senses, sense enjoyments are the food. For senses, sense objects are the food. For tongue, taste is a food. For ear, sound is a food. For eyes, beautiful form is a food. Aharas. But we should try to avoid this ahara. Whichever is unnecessary for us, we should avoid it. But what happens, you see, sometimes some things becomes irresistible. You understand? Irresistible. When I'm not getting what I want, we become irresistible. I hope everybody has such experiences. We are addicted to something and it becomes very irresistible for us. I cannot live without this. We feel like that. I cannot live without this. Yes, I want to. Especially in young age, a sexual impulse, sexual impulse. It feels like, yes, I want this. Without this, I cannot live. Without this, I cannot live. We feel like that. Our senses pulls us. Yes, look at this. Look at this. Eyes shouts. Arey, look at this sense object. Very nice, beautiful. If you cannot see this beautiful girl or beautiful boy, you cannot live. See it. Eyes, they provocate us. So that time we feel irresistible. We cannot resist ourselves. It feels like eyes are not in my control. Ears are not in my control. Tongue is not in my control. My mind is not in my control. We feel like irresistible. But understand, devotees, all those things which are irresistible doesn't need to be essential in our life. Not necessary that should become essential in our life. So, I have defined what is irresistible, what is necessary. So, we should understand food, drinking water, eating some food is necessary for our body. We cannot live, literally speaking, without eating food, without drinking water, we cannot live. These are necessary things. But alcohol, drugs, etc., we may feel irresistible. We may feel, our senses may demand, yes, I want it. But these irresistible things may not be essential all the time. I have this experience in Prasadam Hall. When there is a feast, we have varieties of items like gulab jamun, dokla, chapati, puri, color rice, biryani rice, vegetable biryani rice, kadhi, paneer ka sabji, what all, papad, some cake. We have some feasts like that, almost 15, 16 items. So when there is juice, when there are like that items, feast, full of feast, so many items, we feel like eating it. Yes, I want to eat all. As soon as we see, we feel like, yes, this is food for me, I will eat everything. But when you sit, taking all the items, you may fill your plate with all the items, but as soon as your stomach gets filled, you cannot eat more than that. Then you feel, arey, zyada le liya. I felt like that many times. So we should recognize what is necessary in our life, what is essential in our life, what is not essential in my life. We should understand it. So there are some things which makes feel us, like when we are addicted, we feel like irresistible, I cannot avoid, I want it, that's it. But when we go through a treatment, rehabilitation, when we go through a treatment, Krishna is suggesting a treatment called higher taste, rasopyasya rasovarjyam. When we have a higher taste, then lower taste will go away. Param drishtva nivartate. When we have that higher taste, lower taste will go away. So we should understand what is the need of our life and what is the greed of our life. Where I am getting forced, irresistible, I am not able to control. We should be able to control there. We should try to control that. See, even that irresistible moments, it is just for some time. You feel like, when you see a beautiful girl, you feel like flirting with her. When you see some nonsense video, maybe some vulgar dialogue, we feel like irresistible. Yes, I feel like doing it. So it is for some time only. It is not complete. It is not for all the time. It is sometime. So we should be able to have a control over there. If you just pass those moments, then afterwards you will become normal. It's very normal. So food, water, sleep, all these are very, very essential for us. We can't survive without all this. But alcohol, doing some pornography, masturbate, all these are not necessary in our life. We should understand that those irresistible moments we should be able to control. That is called greed. The desire became very, very strong. We should be able to control there. So that is need versus greed. We should have understanding what is essential for me, what is not essential for me, what I can accept, what I should not accept. Those moments, irresistible moments, we should be able to have alternative ways to pacify ourselves. Maybe pranayam. For some people, pranayam works. For some people, occupying with some important tasks works. Loneliness is very dangerous. We should go get into the hall, come out of our personal room, get into the hall. Yes. Unfortunately, nowadays, we think that we are alone. When we are using a phone, we think that I am alone, I can do any nonsense. I can do any damn about it. Yes, we think like that. I am alone, nobody is watching us. But do you know, even though if you go to incognito mode, all the records are there. Whatever we are using with our phone, whatever we are watching, it is being observed. And we should be self-honest to ourselves. Where I am getting trapped, where I am losing my control, where is that greed creeping in my heart? Where is that? What are the impetus? What are the some? You see, I give this practical tips. You should be able to figure out who are those people, what are those things, which are the applications in phone which makes me greedful, which makes me irresistible, which makes me uncontrollable. We should figure out that first. Number one step. Number two, we should try to give those things, keep it far away. Durena hi avaram karma. We should keep that far away from us. And then we should figure out what is actually needful, what is actually essentials. Those things we should focus upon. Okay. And here carefully, devotees, when we are tasting water, We need, water is very essential for us. Krishna says, I am the taste in the water. I am the taste in the water. So Krishna, we are actually enjoying the taste given by Krishna. We are enjoying taste given by Krishna. Water itself doesn't have a taste. Krishna has given the taste to the water. Krishna is the taste in the water. Similarly, when you are eating some food, grains, vegetables, there is some rasa in it. Yes, karela, kadwa, vegetables, there are some vegetables pungent, there are some vegetables sweet, there are some vegetables tasty, Grains, rice, atta, these grains have some taste. There is taste, that's why we are eating. Krishna says, I am giving the taste to it. Punyo gandha, prithvi amcha. Krishna says, these are all coming from earth, right? So, Krishna is the one who gives taste to these grains from the earth. Earth has a fragrance. Krishna is the one who is giving fragrance to the earth. Krishna is the one who is giving the taste to the vegetables. So when we are tasting food, when we are tasting water, we should understand it is Krishna's energy. It is a Krishna who kept the taste in these vegetables. It is a Krishna who kept the taste in this water. So one time, one Mataji, she brought her father to Prabhupada. She said, Prabhupada, my father is a drunkard. Every day he drinks. Every day he drinks. Please suggest him to not to drink. Then Prabhupada says, he turns towards father and says, so from now onwards, Krishna says, Rasoham apsu kaunteya. He is the taste in the liquid, water. So whenever you are drinking wine, Prabhupada says, you just think about Krishna. The taste in the alcohol is Krishna. Taste in the alcohol is also Krishna. So we should understand that person, he accepted and went. Of course, she got shocked to hear that answer. We should see whatever we are taking through our senses, the taste is given by Krishna. The taste is given by Krishna. So we are actually tasting Krishna. We are tasting Krishna. So when we think of Krishna, then we will come to the need, essentials. What is most essential for me? When we think of Krishna. When we become Krishna conscious, then we'll understand what is my need, what is the greed. We'll avoid the greed, we'll take up the need, whatever is needed for me. So that's how when we become Krishna conscious, means higher taste in Krishna consciousness. So when we are taking prasadam, Krishna prasadam, we should understand, oh, this is offered to Krishna. Krishna tasted this food. Let me take this food. Then we also become transcendental to this greed. We will not get trapped by this greed. We will not get trapped by this social media propaganda. We will not get trapped by this irresistible moments. People, just for few minutes of irresistible moments, they spoil their life. There are so many cases like that. Few seconds of irresistible moments, they spoil their life. One time Prabhupada says, two brothers, they were quarreling on the property issue. He says, mine is 2 acres. He says, no, those 2 acres are mine. The two brothers are quarreling each other, verbally. Then other brother, he killed him, just for greed. Just, I want that property, those 2 acres mine. He killed other brother. So, just a few minutes of anger, greed. In few minutes, boys and girls, they addicted to things. They get just one time, I will taste one time cigarette, one time alcohol. They're just trapped there, get trapped among the friends. And it's a shocking news. I heard yesterday that in Mumbai, of course, cities, everybody is addicted to smoking alcohol, right? Everybody. In Mumbai, especially youngsters, that too girls, they are the most addicted. They have most addictions, alcohol, cigarette, all that. Yesterday I heard this. So, very, very precarious condition, very, very worst condition going on. Just at those times, irresistible moments, we should understand, devotees. We should not get trapped by those advertisements, impulses. We should have a controlled, composed, cool, calm mind. So devotees, so take this very seriously. Implement these practical techniques. Figure out what are those triggering points in your life. Avoid those triggering points. Try to avoid those triggering points and get that higher taste in Krishna consciousness. Get that higher taste. Then naturally, you will not get trapped by this greed. We will understand what is needful for my life and we will implement in our life. Hare Krishna. I thank all the devotees. If anybody has any questions, comments, we can take. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions, comments?